This is Keith Helwig from Cops Corrections Videos. If you like my videos, please hit the subscribe button. Next week, I'm going to be going to Washington, D.C. for Police Week 2021. This will be my 10th trip there for Police Week. I'm going to be meeting a group of friends from Texas, Louisiana. At times there are people from New York, Alaska that we get together every year. We missed last year. It was the first time we missed since 2010. And that was because of COVID. Now, we're not only getting together because we're friends, but we're getting together more than anything to honor the 374 new names of police officers and law enforcement officers inscribed on the Law Enforcement Memorial Wall in Washington, D.C. Now, a lot of people say corrections isn't law enforcement. Well, you know, I've always argued about that because I worked both and I've seen it from both sides. However, there are the names of hundreds of correctional officers that have also died in the line of duty inscribed on the wall. The Police Officer Memorial Wall in Washington, D.C. at Judicial Square contains the names of police officers, parole officers, probation officers, correctional officers, any law enforcement officer killed in the line of duty, whether that law officer is from a federal agency, a local agency, a state agency, a territorial agency of the United States. Their name will be inscribed upon the wall if they die in the line of duty. Now, unfortunately, last year, out of the 374 names that are being inscribed on the wall, 245 died of COVID. You know, people say, well, you know, I'll take my chances with it. We just had a young officer in a jurisdiction neighboring mine. He was 26 years old, and he died of COVID. He was 26 years old. His daughter was born the night before he died. He left behind a wife and a 3-year-old son. I went to his funeral last week, and it was truly a sad and tragic affair. He was a military veteran. He was a young officer. It had always been his goal to be an officer, and he contracted COVID while on duty. We all wear vests, we all carry guns, we all do everything we can to protect ourselves. And I'm speaking from my personal opinion that to protect myself, I also have gotten the COVID shot. Now, you can call me an alarmist, you can call me one of the sheeple, whatever. You know, I was talking to my son-in-law, and he made the statement, well, you know, I'm not going to put anything into my body if I don't know what's in it. I told him, well, you know, before you take another bite of that hot dog, wipe the ketchup off your mustache and tell me what's in that hot dog that you're eating. We don't know a lot of times what's in it. We have to trust someone. We have to trust our government. Now, you can be a conspiracy theorist and you can say, well, you know, it's Big Pharma making money off us. Fact of the matter is, it's saving lives. You know, it's still a matter of personal choice whether you get the vaccinations or not. I got the vaccination. In fact, I got all 3 vaccinations, you know, based on my age, because I'm an old fart. And I have an underlying condition because I've had bronchitis so many times, you know, living in Wisconsin. It's one of those things you can catch quite frequently. But do what you can to protect yourself. Don't become a name on the wall because of a disease. Don't become the name on the wall because of carelessness. Don't become a name on the wall because you are a victim. You know, every one of those names that's on the wall is on the wall because they died in the line of duty. They died doing something to protect the American people, to keep our country safe. You know, as you go about next week, remember, it is National Police Week. Even though it normally happens in May, they held off until October so we could have the get-together. I don't know if it'll be as large as it is. I don't know if there's going to be the uniform presence that there has been in the past. I do know that I'll be there. My friends will be there. Another thing that's kind of exciting, one of our members in the group arranged it so that we're going to do a wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Now, to me, that's quite an honor. We were told I contacted the honor guards, tomb guards, and they gave us all the details on how to do it. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really honored to be placing a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. But as you go forth through the next weeks, months, year, whatever, you know, if you watch this in 2023, you know, if I'm still around then, please just remember, you need to stay safe. You need to stay healthy. You know, I'm not a paragon of fitness. I'm 6'4", I weigh 250 pounds. Never been little, but you know what? I still try to maintain a healthy level in my life. Try to maintain a healthy lifestyle for yourself. Whether that means cutting out a soda. I ran into, at the funeral the other day, I ran into a police chief from one of the neighboring communities I hadn't seen in a couple of years. And to say he's dropped 150 pounds would probably be an underestimate. I remember clearing a building with him on a mutual aid call a few years ago, and like I said, I'm 6'4", 250 pounds. Well, when we went to clear this building, he was my cover and my concealment. That's how big he was. But he's taking care of himself. He's nearing retirement. He quit soda, he quit drinking, he just quit eating garbage food. He's taking care of himself. You know, we all want to make it till that magical retirement. And one of these days I'll retire. Not today, but one of these days I'll retire. So when you want to think about survival, think about what you need to survive on the job, and think about what you need to do to survive off the job. Make it to retirement. Remember, this is your job. This isn't your life. This pays for your life. Until next time, this is Keith Helwig from Cops Corrections. Stay safe and watch your back.